Hi everyone, welcome back to Hope and Coffee. I am Hope, and yes, coffee is with me as always. Today is an awesome Sunday. Even though I am nursing a little bit of a sore throat, I am trying my best to get over that before tomorrow and a work day. I'm not sure where it came from other than this weather is being absolutely weird. Now we have this beautiful, okay, y'all know, maybe y'all don't know, I don't know. If it's your first time here, you might not know that I love a stormy day. I love a rainy, kind of chilly day that allows me the opportunity to stay inside, read, cuddle with my puppies, and just kind of what people have referred to as bed rot. Now, I think bed rotting more than anything is just kind of where you allow yourself the opportunity to not do anything for the day. So for me, throughout the week, especially after work, I will ensure that most of my chores are done around my apartment, such as ensuring my laundry's done, my dishes are taken care of. And so at the end of the day, like when I wake up and all that sort of stuff, my apartment is pretty much in order. The only thing I may do on the weekends is maybe vacuum, take out the trash, those sorts of little things, so it doesn't take me too much time. However, that is why today is Sunday. There is not much going on. I have my cup of coffee and I am not doing much of anything because I feel as though I have earned a day to just rest. Even though my throat is a little sore, I hope that I don't sound terrible. I hope that I don't sound weird. We will cross our fingers. I do have some like throat spray nearby if I have to stop the video for a second, but we will cross our fingers and try to push through. Today's video is not supposed to be about bed rotting or any of that nature. It is supposed to be about thrift store shopping, and it is one of my favorite things to do. But I wanted to talk about the good, the bad, the ups, the downs, and I'm not one of those professional resellers. I do not do that as a career, nor do I do it as a hobby. If I go to a thrift store, I do it for myself because I'm usually looking for something that intrigues me. I'm looking for something that makes me feel good, feels cute, a fun dress, a cute skirt, a fun top, maybe something that I wouldn't have been able to purchase inside of a store. When I lived in Chicago, I lived down the street from a place called the Buffalo Exchange, and it's what I would probably call a little bit more of a discerning thrift shop because they will buy your secondhand clothes, your used clothing, but they'll also look at the brands, they'll look at the wear, they'll look at the style, and then they'll pay you either in monetary or in store credit for your clothing. So I never really actually did that. I had thought about it, but most of my stuff, again, I tend to do a lot of thrifting, and right now, where I live, there is no Buffalo Exchange. I will go on ThredUp quite frequently, and I'll look at through their website of things that I can get that will help me with my work attire. And a lot of times it's really a great option to help me get pants that are a good price or sweaters or things of that nature. There are a couple pieces that are a little bit harder to purchase via thrift, but I have found more likely than not, I can build a really nice wardrobe from going through these thrift or secondhand stores versus going to a regular store and spending the, I guess what I would call a premium price. I am not hurting for money in most situations. I just often feel that I can give the clothing a secondary life, and I can also find ways to enhance my style by actually having more pieces available to me. I am able to buy maybe wool sweaters. So going on a website such as ThredUp, I can type in wool sweater and find options for wool sweaters, which are better for cold weather than polyester or cotton because of their ability to keep you warm better. They also are better quality just in general, so they tend to last a little bit longer. And then you may pay a little bit extra, but usually on these sorts of websites, it's not that much, and it is substantially less than going to a store. And so I guess maybe you're wondering why I'm talking about thrift shopping and kind of the good and the bad. Well, the good for me is that I'm able to, again, enhance my wardrobe and look at making sure I can maintain pieces in my wardrobe that fit well, that look nice, that are kind of what I would call staple pieces. But I can also find some fairly fun pieces as well, such as nice jackets and even every once in a while shoes, though I don't often thrift shoes too frequently because it's hit or miss with the sort of the insides of the shoes or the soles of the shoes, whether they're still in good condition. Secondarily, I don't often buy a lot of bags unless I'm able to physically look at it ahead of time because you never know about the inner linings and things of that nature, whether it's going to be intact. Now, the bad, on the other hand, is that a lot of people have started using this as a secondary source of income in order to prevent having to join the workforce, which is fine, but it is also driving prices such as thrift shop prices up in more substantial ways. And some people are finding it harder to find pieces that they like when they go to thrift shops. It used to be a great place to grab some pieces at inexpensive prices to be able to spend $20, $30 on a full outfit. Now you may spend $20, $30 on a top and not be able to walk away with the same sort of bang for your buck because the prices are going up because you're almost having to compete with the online prices now, or the pieces that are being left are brands that people don't want to buy secondhand. And I know when I go on websites such as ThredUp, and this is not a sponsored post in any way, so please take this as just my commentary. These are my thoughts and opinions only. But when I go on the websites such as ThredUp, I am not looking to buy anything that I can pick up at Walmart. I'm not looking to buy anything that I can pick up at Target, and I am absolutely not picking up anything that I would pick up at like Shein or Temu or fast fashion of any kind. I'm not looking for anything that is going to look secondhand. I'm probably not even really purchasing anything from maybe Old Navy. And there are a couple other brands that I probably already discount right off the bat because I know when I walk into those stores, the clothing on the rack before it's ever been worn already looks as though it's not going to last many washes. And so thus I will look at some brands that I feel will at least last me for a little bit longer. And I've established my own personal favorites or the ones that I gravitate towards. And maybe I can tell you guys what they are that I tend to gravitate towards, but I don't want to sway your thoughts. I just know the brands that I buy frequently are the ones that I know fit me, that I know that I can buy those sizes pretty regularly and be happy with how they fit, and that's how I buy my clothing. And I do. I have about 10 or 12 saved, and on like ThredUp you can heart them and you can heart that brand, and that way you can go back to them and see what's going on with those brands, if anything's new it's been added. But that's some of the good and the bad. Now, the ugly again, and we didn't really talk about the ugly too much, is that, again, we are being left with some of what I would call the bottom of the barrel pieces. People are no longer really trying to resell, or these secondhand thrift shops are not marketing them as well as they used to be. I am seeing that these images on the websites and things of that nature are not as quality as they used to be. It seems like they're just throwing them on the website without trying to truly incentivize the buyers to buy them. It's kind of like just like slap a picture up and go. And I understand that maybe they just have a large bulk of inventory, but I mean, I need some reason. I want good fitting clothing. I want at least the pictures to look like it's going to be flattering on my body, or at least have some sort of appeal for me, color wise, pattern wise. Like, these are the things I'm looking for when I'm purchasing something. Now, I don't know what other people are looking for, but those are just my thoughts. And I would love to know your thoughts as well with regards to thrift shopping. What are your thoughts on the good, the bad, the ugly, and all the rest, the reselling and the rise of, I guess, the second hand? Because as long as I can remember, I have been a fairly frequent traveler, frequent visitor to places such as Goodwill, Salvation Army, again, websites that do secondhand, stores and shops and things of that nature, because it's just fun to try to find those neat, unique pieces that maybe have been overlooked, or to give a second life to. So I'd love to know your comment down below. If you've made it this far, please like, subscribe, and I hope to see you all on the next page. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll talk to you later.